So here we go, everybody. Welcome to game day. And it's a big one as Town take on Sheffield Wednesday in League One. We're here at Portman Road, calm before the storm and all that. I've got mixed emotions about today. I'm excited, big crowd, a game you look forward to, big teams taking on each other in a division. I'm also a bit nervous. Sheffield Wednesday, a pretty good team, but we shall see what happens. Must win game, must not lose. Let's see what happens. Gonna team news, gonna get my pre-match meal. Let's go. Okay then, I'm in the press room and I've got my food and it's a bit of chicken curry, can't complain about that. Got a bit of bread, looking forward to eating this, and the team news is about to drop. So let's see who's starting today in the big game. Okay then, team news has just dropped and I had to get a big special guest for this big game. It's good on Mike. Mike, my friend, How you feeling about today and the team news? It's looking very interesting indeed.
Ooh, today it's going to be it's a must not lose game, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a must not lose game. It's going to be very tight, Ross. It's one of them games where all the stats favour Wednesday. They're in bang form at the moment, aren't they? I mean, they've only conceded 7 goals away from home, 2 defeats, one at Plymouth and one at Peterborough. So you're talking 11 games where they've only conceded 3 goals, which is a very tight defence. Probably looking at the champions today, and we've got to be up for it. And hopefully, if we don't lose, we can be joining them in the championship next season, second place. But obviously, there's a lot of work to be done, and we're the highest scorers in the league. So maybe probabilities, are not certainties, and maybe we'll get a good, entertaining game. Go 2-0 up, and then try and hold on and not concede.
Try not to
last
concede
10 minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but if we come out of it with a result, it'll be great.
Yeah.
What we can't afford to do is lose this game. Say if they went 1-0 up and then shut up shop, which they're quite capable of doing, and we end up with Derby and Bolton both winning, and us dropping down to 5th.
Oh, that'd be a bad day for us result-wise. But let's talk about the team then, Mike.
But the team,
Walton,
We've
Clark.
got Walton in goal. We've got Wolfenden and Burgess.
Yeah. Happy
The
with that?
centre two. Burgess I'm happy with. Wolfenden, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I thought it might have been a game for Keogh, but there you are. Clark and Davies, either side.
Yeah, like that.
We like that.
Yeah,
we like
Clark
that.
was
We like that.
cup-tied for Burnley
Then
game.
we've got Burns down the wing. Humphries and Morsey.
Yeah, Evans is injured, so a lot of question marks with Luongo. Is Luongo on the bench?
Luongo is not
He's
on the
not on the
bench,
bench.
unfortunately. So he
Ooh.
must be still out with a knock.
Yeah, he trained, but
He's in the treatment room with Mark Heath.
yeah, get well soon, Mark. Yeah.
So we've got Chaplin up front as well with Broadhead.
and then
And the big thing is Hurst.
Hurst up top. So no Ladapo up top. He's on the bench, of course.
Hurst
But
doesn't like Wednesday, do
He
they?
doesn't.
Wednesday don't like Hurst as well.
So he's going to be
So-
wanting to give him one. Do you reckon he'll
It's
score
gonna be
today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I do think he'll score today. I would have preferred Ladapo, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think
definitely. He's got a
Ladapo
good record against
has
Sheffield
got an
Wednesday.
excellent record against Wednesday. But Hurst is going to wind them up, isn't he?
He is.
He's going to wind up them away fans. So anything could happen.
Ooh. Well, Mike, the atmosphere's going to be great today. Another sold-out Portman Road. Final words before we get into the ground.
Oh, final word.
Because Wednesday, you've got the Wednesday team there.
I had the Wednesday team there, yeah. I've got the Wednesday team here. They've got Windass and Smith up front with Barry Bannon.
Aidan
it's
Flint's
about
going to be
keeping-
heading every ball.
Yeah, Flint in defence. They've got Iorfa down the wing.
But now, do you know what? He didn't have a great game at Hillsborough,
No.
so got kids running around.
But yeah, you've got Flint, you've got
Yeah.
Vaux, Byers, Bannon. This is a strong team, this
Team.
Ross.
But that's what you look forward to as a
Football's
fan.
not played on paper
No.
though, is it? So
On the pitch here
it
at
could be
Portman
like it's a big game.
Big game.
This is a massive game.
Let's bring it on then, my friend.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Well, that was a good game. 2-2. Town had a penalty, missed it, then went 2-0 down, then got back. Nathan Broadhead, Leif Davis, massive deflection, 2-2. I'm here with good old Ben Diaf. Your thoughts, my friend? That was an emotional rollercoaster of a match.
Yeah, it really was. It was a Ronan Keating football match, wasn't it? If life was a roller coaster, if you know your terrible pop music. I mean, everything changed on the Chaplin goal. I think it was quite even until sort of 25, 30 minutes. And missed penalty. Yeah, sorry, missed penalty. I don't say goal. I wish it was a bloody goal. The missed penalty. Oh God. I mean, it's one of those ones where it takes so long over it, and then I'm tired, Ross. All right? It was an emotional roller coaster. Okay, I know. I mean, Ronan Keating must be exhausted writing and singing that song so many times. If he's singing about roller coasters. Sorry, less of Ronan Keating, more about the football. Missed penalty. Game changed. I think we were in the ascendancy, not in terms of absolute domination, but in the way we were growing into the game. We were the home side. We took the initiative. I think we had more of the possession. It felt good. It felt, going to the game a little bit unsure. Get the penalty. Really poor spot kick by Chaplin. If you're honest, you want to pick your spot, or if you're going to hit it down the middle, you want to.
One already this season as well.
He did it, Morecambe, and you want to lift it. You want to lift it. If you're going close to the middle, you have to lift it higher than that. I mean, he's a professional footballer. He knows better than me, but watching it from perfectly, I had a good view in it. And then of course we have an absolute aberration. We play we play like we've all the whole defence and the whole team have had a heart attack or a brain hemorrhage. Like we just absolutely atrocious for 10 minutes. We looked like a pub team. It was a bit like Cambridge actually last week when they scored that goal. And then obviously we give away the penalty. Similar this week. They score the goal, really poor from the throw and completely switch off. Too easy for the cross, too easy for Smith to get across his man. Good header. What do you expect? They're top of the league. What on earth do you expect? And then the second goal, where's the second ball? Where's the midfield? Just so poor, and then you're thinking, crikey, this is going to be a long afternoon. You want to suck your face in. But you've got to give huge credit to the team, and I'm delighted. Superb free kick by Broadhead, absolutely superb.
I said that. Do you know what? I said that on the pod. I wanted us to score more free kicks, and here we
did.
go.
There you go. That was your perfect free kick. And also we had Chaplin earlier in the season, direct free kick, and then we've had like London Buses 2 in a row. Superb one by Broadhead. Obviously, is the better one out of the two. You come out second half, you're not really sure what you're going to see from the team. I think again we had a huge amount of control. I think there was only really one team going to win it. Wednesday obviously always carry a threat. Slightly disappointing we didn't go on and win when you get the second goal around 59, 60 minutes. Davis, great delivery, obviously slight deflection, but he's put it in a superb area, and get a bit of luck when you do that. Heavens above, you shoot from outside the box and it goes in. Would you believe? Overall, we had great control of the football match, particularly in the second half. It was the 10-minute aberration, as I said, that's cost us the game. I'd rather go 2-0 down and draw 2-2, of course, if it was that way round, but it's slight disappointment, but also relief that we didn't lose the game. We're still thereabouts. Results have been a bit all over the place today in the rest of the division, so I'll leave with a smile on my face because it was a great advert for League One football. I mean, 29,000, what a game.
Yeah, 4 goals.
But 4 goals, everything going on. Great for the highlights later, but a tinge of disappointment, mate.
Coming next, I'm joined by Wazza, who I think is very frustrated on that one. Your thoughts, my friend?
Well, I don't really know if frustrated is the word. What I would have liked to have seen is when we pull it back to 2-2, is for us to go on and win it. But it's Ipswich, isn't it? We don't do good things.
No. Where were you at though when we were 2-0 down? I was fearing, because they were close to scoring a third, and I thought this is not going to be good. But
no, I thought it was going to get really ugly. Obviously, the crowd started to go a little bit
ugly,
as well. Yeah, so I thought we were going to collapse. But for once, I'm happy to say the team showed a bit of heart and a bit of desire, and they've clearly gone into half time with their tails up. I don't know whether a few rockets will have been shot or not. I don't really know if they needed to be, But whatever's been said, they've come out with a real sense of aggression. And Mr. Davis has fired it across. It's hit a head. But how many times have they gone against us this season?
Many.
We've finally learnt that if you put it in an area, if you have a shot on target, that might go in. One thing that I would like to say is I think Wednesday's second goal, with George Byers following up that ball that drops in the box. Something that we don't do enough of is following up on those balls that drop. It falls in the box, he's running onto it and he slams it home. Same thing happens for us and sometimes Morsey, Humphreys, whoever it is sort of 10, 15 yards behind the play, and you just think if you ran on and you gambled on it, you'd score that same goal 3, 4, 5 times over the course of a season, wouldn't you? You know, and that could be the difference sometimes.
My frustration today, I'm going to bring my thoughts today as well. We're just crossing the ball into the box. When you've got Hayden Flint, who's 6'5", you're just going to head her out. That's what I was getting frustrated with as well.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things that I've thought about Hurst. He's a tall boy, but he's not a big physical presence, is he? He
had a good game on Tuesday against Burnley, but today, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I admittedly I wasn't there against Burnley. I couldn't get the time off work, but he's a bit of a mystery really. On the few times that I've seen him, I think on balance, I might have gone with Ladapo. I was speaking to Mr. Diaf before the filming started, and we were saying there's enough evidence to say Ladapo is far better as a starter than he is as a substitute. And he's been in sort of decent runs, so I think I would have started him. But ultimately, I think my closing thoughts is we've played who I think are going to be the champions of this division twice, and we've drawn 2-2. We're not off their standard. We just need to be. I look at Wednesday and I think of them as sort of that mentality monsters, you know. I think if we had a bit of that, we'd be top 2. It's not a fatal result; it's a result that keeps us there. But you know, you just got to hope that each gives the team a little bit of belief and a little bit of fire in their bellies from coming 2-0. So we'll see where we go from here. But hey, it's one of them.
What's up, man?
I'm a town.
Okay, up next, I'm joined by Peachy and Bloomers. Boys, thoughts on that one? Sort of similar to the game at Hillsborough. We were 2-0 up against them, and we went back to 2-2. They scored a late equaliser.
Yes.
And then today, 2-0 down, got back. Anyway, enough of that. Just waffle. Thoughts?
Yeah, we played the Uno reverse card on them from the first game. Do you know what? I've been sitting here thinking about what I'm going to say, and I still don't have a clue. So yeah, well, Peachy's going to carry this. He's going to do the bulk of this. I mean, there's about 5 games in one that we've just had, because you've had the initial burst, then going 2 goals down in shambolic fashion, then putting a goal up before half time, then getting the goal just after the second half, and then being the better team for the rest of the second half. But when all is said and done, that's an 11th draw, and no one in the top 12 has got more than that. I think one team's got as many as that, but no one's got more than that, and certainly no one around us has more than that. And at the end of the day, the loss column is going to be quite respectable, but those draws are going to kill us. And I think it was similar to last season, certainly under the last 6 months under McKenna of last season. It's not going to be good enough. And that's as much as I can say. Would I have taken a 2-2 draw at 2-0 down? Obviously, I'm not an idiot. But it's however you do swings and roundabouts, it's coming to the same destination at the moment. I was sitting there talking to Liam from Crew. Has he been on yet?
No, he won't be on.
Oh, he won't be on. Oh, he's been banned apparently.
He's not
been banned. That's a lie. I'm joking. It's not.
He'll be on a future one.
Last few games I've been to: Lincoln, draw; Plymouth, draw; Fleetwood at home, draw; Cambridge, draw; today, draw.
Will you stop coming then, please? We might win then.
That's John Watson.
It did cross my mind. It did cross my
got the King of the
mind.
North curse,
What do
haven't
you
you?
reckon then? Come on.
Go on,
then.
Peachy,
What do I reckon?
bring it in, my friend.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, can I say that? Anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Obviously, I personally feel we needed to win today.
Yeah.
But got the penalty. I thought, right, let's get the goal. No offence, Connor, I can't take a penalty, but that was not the
Wasn't
best
great.
penalty you'll ever see. And then in a flash, 1-0 down. I must admit, it's a good cross, good header. Then 2-0 down. You think this is peak Ipswich. Here we go. And then they have that one chance, don't they?
Just walk through. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, they have that one chance where they could have made it 3-0, and they should have done. I don't know why Matt Smith stopped trying to round the keeper. And then a few people lost it round me, including myself. I got really irritated. But we then got that goal before half-time,
Yeah, we needed
which
that.
saved the game for us.
Did.
And then there was only one other team in it. I mean, Wednesday had one chance in the second half where I was terrified because you just saw Aidan Flint peel around the back. Of all the people,
Oh, he volleyed it, didn't he?
you leave Aidan Flint up, but he didn't score. We could have nicked it at the end, but like I say, if someone said to me at 2-0, we were shaky, I'd give you 2-2.
No, hand off.
The thing is with the penalty, no good penalty has ever been taken where a goalkeeper can save it without moving, which is kind of what happened.
Yeah.
So
his leg there, didn't he?
four. Sorry, Ross, you're owning your money here. 4 penalties that have been awarded to us this season. 1 has been scored, 3 has been missed. The only one that was scored was given in a game where we missed one as well, away at Morecambe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite damning straight away. And there was another penalty that was given where in a game that we won against Derby, So it hasn't gone to roost yet, and yet today it has. Because if that goal goes in, is it a cliche, different game?
Yeah,
It's probably
got to
true
say.
though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
probably true. Peaky. Peachy.
Final thoughts.
Oh, mine's gone blank.
As you said, a draw. It's a must-not-lose game today.
Yeah,
We
no,
didn't
no,
lose.
Okay, I completely disagree with that. It wasn't a must-not-lose game. It was a must-win game. If you don't win that, because
no.
top two's. Sorry, Ross.
No, I
Top
was about to
two.
say something, but I completely went blank there.
Top two has probably gone today. It hasn't gone today. It's gone way before that. I mean, I just don't see where, with Plymouth winning again today.
Oh, they won again.
Sorry, if I just
Not
ruined
winning
that for
Plymouth.
you.
Oh,
I ruined the Football League show for him later tonight. With them winning, and luckily a few teams around us dropped points, but that's the first time that's happened in a blooming long time. So it was a must-win game. It wasn't a must-not-lose. It was a must-win. Plymouth was must-not-lose.
Yeah.
Today was must-win.
Yeah.
And we didn't lose against Plymouth.
And we didn't lose today.
And we didn't lose
today,
today.
woo!
But one feels a lot more different than the other.
it does.
Even though one was a much harsher last-minute goal
All I'll
than
say is now
today.
three big games now. Bristol Rovers away, Forest Green at home, MK
We've
away.
said that every single week.
9 points. Things
Well,
can change.
things can change,
I
but-
put out on Twitter after the Cambridge game. I thought top two had gone. I got a little bit slated for it, which I think top two has gone. But I'd love the team to prove me wrong. And I'm not one of these people. If we don't make top two, go, I was right, because I don't want to be right. I want to be wrong. I want to be top two.
If I had to be the person that come on here and booed every week and said the worst things about the team and was proven wrong, I'd love it. Love it. Love it. Kevin Keegan, love it. But
They
it's not
love
gonna-
it if we. Yeah.
it's
So.
just, yeah, it is 3 big games, but every game's big now.
Yeah.
And to be
Yeah.
honest,
16 games left. 16.
at what point do you just start trying to get some momentum for the playoffs? Because there's a very good chance, and we were talking about being old, you were, before we got on, that the 2 games that we might have is Bolton and then Barnsley in the playoffs. So have fun with that, right? I'm going to go and rest my leg and get a pint.
Go on,
See you
boys.
later, guys.
Battle boys. Peachy, thank you.
Up and down.
Time to breathe now after Peaches and Bloomers. I'm now joined by good old Bono and John Watson, the King of the North. Boys, your thoughts on that one? I love you, Peachy, and Bloomers, but I need to just calm down now a little bit. John, thoughts?
I think that first half sums up everything I feel about being an Ipswich supporter. Full of optimism, want your team to do well, start good possession, playing pretty well, going well. Didn't see the foul, but saw the player go down, saw the linesman unhappy with it, really thought that he's going to give it, long pause, looked at it, got the penalty thinking, come on, this is it. We fluffed the penalty, and then within, I don't know what the timing was, but within minutes, 2 chances, 2 sloppy pieces of defending, 2 clinical finishes. Everybody's going, what the hell has happened there? And then, you go from potentially being 1 up to 2-0 down and that just sums up Ipswich Town. To be fair, we showed character, we got back in the game. Is a draw good enough? It's not good enough to get automatic promotion at the moment, is it? Our form isn't good enough to be in the top 2. That's why we're not. We can talk about how many points we've dropped and all that. Would I settle for a draw overall? Yeah, you got to say they took their chances. We took our chances, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I wanted to get 3 points today, so I am down. But hey, I'm at Portman Road and we've drawn, Ross. I said it would happen.
Yeah. Draws. So let's bring in Bono.
Hi Ross, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Thoughts on that one?
Yeah, agree with most of what John said. I think if you were to like encapsulate our season, how we played so far into one game, today was it. So it was. I'm not going to sing the good, the bad, and the ugly, but today was the good, the bad, and the ugly. We saw the best of us, we saw the worst of us, and I said, listen back, kids, to the Fan Social, available now on YouTube. Like and subscribe.
Cheers.
Manscape and Ginger Pickle. I said today was a must not lose, and we didn't lose. 16 games, it's still on. If we play like we did on that second half, then I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Whether it will happen is another thing, but all is not lost.
And let's be fair, Sheffield Wednesday will love having a point here.
Yeah, it would.
They've gone home happy. They were slowing down the game. The
2-0,
goalkeeper.
and they messed it up.
Well, it's just the opposite of our trip to Hillsborough earlier in the season. Arguably we should have won that because Smith was offside and he's a plank and I hate him. Other than that,
Speak kindly.
no,
Hi, Michael Smith.
I'm being calm. Hi, Michael. I love you, really, you big plank. yeah, we should have won at Hillsborough because it was offside. They probably feel that they definitely earned a point today. So overall, we've balanced a very good side out over 2 games. The problem is we've dropped points against people we shouldn't, whereas they ground out 1-0s. We've drawn, 11 games now, is it?
Yeah. That's come on a bit under the radar, that draw.
Yeah. You said that on the fan social. I was listening, driving around.
Yeah.
I agreed with you. I was going, Ross speaks good sense. Matt speaks good sense. Yeah. Overall, it's another point, isn't it? But 11 draws is too much. If we convert any 3 of those into wins, we'll be level with Sheffield. And we're not.
One thoughts?
Come on, you Blues. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Come
on,
we
you
can
Blues.
do this.
We can still
Believe.
do this. Come on.
Trust the process.
Coming next, we're joined by good old Matt Macon.
Thoughts?
Lost train of thought there.
He's
Carry on.
put me off as well. Oh, I hate being a football fan sometimes.
I know,
I
mate.
really do. I'm absolutely through the ringer. I sat there at 40 minutes and then 2-0 down thinking of what I was going to say, whether I was even going to come round here or just go straight home at full time. Because I honestly thought at 2-0 down we were going to get a tonk, and we started that game so badly.
Oh, we did.
So bad. Well, I say we started again. There wasn't a lot in it from either side up until the penalty.
Yeah.
The penalty was poor. There's no getting away from that. Chap has telegraphed where he's putting it. He's not hit it hard. Keeper hasn't had to do a huge amount to save that. Really, kind of reminded me of watching the replays back of the one that Walton saved from Cambridge last week. Yeah. And then after that, our heads seemed to go, and that psychological thing again. We concede a goal, or we miss a penalty, or something like that, and our heads go, and we lose composure, and composure definitely went from 1-0. The first goal, it's a good cross. You might be doing better. The second goal, we need to be doing better for that. Need to be doing so much better for that. Byers has almost had the freedom of the borough around him there to place that one. I don't think you can put any fault on Walton for either of those goals, really. I think in both cases he's probably been a little bit exposed. Yeah. And then we pull one back, and it was a great free kick from Nathan Broadhead. He's got himself into a good position. He's won a penalty in a good area. Free kick, in a good area. And I think we never do anything from set pieces other than corners. And then, boom, we pull one back to right before the break, and you think, okay, right, maybe we get something. I'd love to know what McKenna said to him second half, because we were a different team second half. We were much better, much improved, got the equaliser, and then dominated, but couldn't find a winner.
No,
couldn't.
We've covered a lot so far on Game Day, but do you want to talk about some certain players? Because we actually spoke about individuals. So who would you say had a good game, who maybe didn't have a great game? You know, a few people coming in, George Hurst started, Ladapo, a lot of people said Ladapo should have started. Yeah, take away.
It's hard because a lot of players had some really poor and some really good moments in the game. Yeah. Nathan Broadhead being one of them, I didn't think he played very well up until he scored, and then after that I thought he was really good and putting himself about and sort of terrorising Wednesday's defence. I thought Harry Clark was really sloppy in the first half, but again I thought he had second ball, he was hitting some really nice balls on the right to Wes Burns, who again I didn't think he was quite at the races today. I thought Jackson was probably an improvement on that right hand side. Hurst couldn't hold anything up really, but he looked when we were playing better. I think it's hard because we were so bad as a unit up until really pulling that first goal back, and then we played better as a unit. It's hard to single players out really. I think kind of balancing it out, they've all been fair to middling because they were so bad, and then they were actually all pretty good. So it's hard, but the subs I think maybe killed the momentum a little bit. Yeah. I thought Chaplin was just coming into the game, and then he comes off. We lost a lot in the press when Freddie came on. I prefer Freddie as a starter.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think he's good as an impact player off the bench.
Had a chance at the end, didn't he?
He did. Ooh. Oh, he did. It was the other end of the ground for me, so I'm not sure. It looked fairly wide. I don't know how close it was. Sort of if you sit behind it. Sort of close. But that would have been great, wouldn't it? Because we've been on the end of so many late equalisers or winners against us. It would have been nice to have having scored an equaliser that's come off a deflection from a free kick. We're normally on the wrong end of deflections. Nice if we'd had that and then scored a late winner. That just would have really been quite good. Would have been. But it's a point that's better for Wednesday than it is for us. But I think Derby lost today, so that's quite good.
Get my results updated on everybody.
And it doesn't put us out. But I think top two, we really need others to fall off. Now we've played Plymouth twice, we've played Wednesday twice, so it's going to be scrap for the best of the rest now. We want to finish as strong as we can. I'd never say never with the top two, but I know a few people on game day and on the fan social have been saying for weeks, but now I've not quite been there, and I'm still not fully there today. But I think it's really kind of today was the last day. It was really in our hands, and now we are really relying on sort of one of the top two, maybe Plymouth. Although Plymouth won again today, so they've gone back top, to fall away and have some bad results. To get back into that top two, we just need to finish as strongly as we can now. Just make sure we don't start dropping down into the bottom echelons of the playoff zone. And
we need to stop drawing. We need to win games.
Need to stop drawing. I don't want to see what happened in sort of 2015 in that new year when we didn't strengthen from that top two position, and we ended up scraping 6th on the last day, even though we lost and were funnily enough reliant on Derby to still finish 6th that day. Yeah. I don't want to be scraping in. We want some good momentum if we're going to be in the playoffs. I hate to say it. If we need that momentum, we know those of us that grew up in the 90s anyway can remember you need some decent momentum in the playoffs, and we need to be having that, especially for that two-legged semi-final. But, yeah, not devastating, but not ideal.
Coming next, I'm joined by good old George, man. 2-0 down, 2-2. Could have won at the end, but didn't. Thoughts?
It's sort of quite hard to sum my thoughts, moment, because I feel a bit disappointed, but at the same time, I don't, because we fought back from a losing position. We were 2-0 down to get 2 goals. Pretty good, but it's what could have been, really. It was a bit of a weird start to the game, really, and then we got that penalty. I didn't really see how Burns went down, but the ref gave a penalty, really nice, and then Chapman stepped up, and then it all went wrong from there, really. Yes. A very slow-mo penalty, and that just gave Sheffield Wednesday the momentum. We just switched off, and then a few minutes later we're 2-0 down from 2 headed goals that they dominated us in the air, and then it was sort of, then we went 3-0 down. That would have been concerning, but they didn't, and then we got a little bit of fight back from Broadhead's brilliant free kick. I had to say, it's a shame that we were losing, because he probably would have celebrated that.
Knee slide and everything, I think.
He would have done into the crowd for a yellow card. Stewards had to have pulled him out.
Worth it.
Yeah, it would have been worth it. But then we kicked on from there, and then we went into half time, and I wonder what he did say, McKenna, because they came out and we looked completely different. We looked lively. Another free kick, Leif Davis. I don't know if it's an own goal or a
massive deflection, but he'll claim it. Yeah,
he'll claim it. Whatever. It's a goal. It's a goal, isn't it? I said at the time. And then we kicked on from there. We dominated, but we just didn't get across the line. And it sort of goes back to that penalty. That has defined the whole game and could possibly have defined the whole season for us a little bit. Yeah, I think it will, because we're not going to. We've now played the top 2. It's February. But now that's now out of our hands. What happens with those two? It's in the hands of the gods, unfortunately. Everybody around us won against, say, Bolton. I know Derby lost, but they're still there. But we now need to kick on. We've got 2 big games coming up against Bristol Rovers on Tuesday and then Fleetwood on Saturday, where we should. Forest Green.
For once, I know.
You knew, yeah. So I was completely away with the fairies there, to be honest.
Getting over there today.
Oh yeah, I was more thinking we need to get 6 points from both those games to stay a chance of, finishing best of the rest. Because I think top 2 unfortunately is now gone. I think it's gone, but we have to. But it's in the hands of the gods now.
Yes.
But we just have to kick on from this. I think it's good that we show some fight, which is good to see, because I think recently we haven't shown that. But we just have to now go from here to the end of the season. We have to win each game now to stand a chance of maybe top 2, but to ultimately stay in the playoffs. I think, because it could go wrong. Because 2 games later we could be down in 6th. That's the one problem. It's how tight it is now.
It is.
It's so tight, and that buffer we had is now evaporated.
Good word.
But yeah, I know that was quite a good word actually. But yeah, we just now have to go on to this Tuesday game, get 3 points, and then just kick on from there. That's all we can do, really.
Top man. Cheers. And the final man joining me on this mammoth game day. It's been a great day, 4 goals, great atmosphere and all that. But Mike, spoke to you for team news.
Yeah.
You were looking forward to today. What is the outcome? Is that?
Well, we didn't lose.
What's what about? We didn't lose.
We didn't lose, which is good. We could have lost.
Could have lost.
They were fantastic. I have to say, them goals just cut straight through us. The Sheffield Wednesday goals were them headers, top corner.
They're big boys, aren't they?
They were
Big
good
boys.
goals. Got to give them credit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought at 2-0. In fact, Mark had to catch a bus.
Yeah, a lot of council trains. So if you
To catch
hopefully
a
A1.
bus. So, but Mark was when we went 2-0 down. Mark was, that's it, it's game over. We've finished.
Big Fred should have been on. Fred should have started.
He wasn't happy with Hurst up front, no.
No.
But yeah, it was there in the. It was written in the stars that if Hurst started, he was going to score. I think that was probably in the fear in many Sheffield Wednesday hearts that Hurst was going to punish him. But it was good to see that when Hurst came off, Ladapo came on, and they're probably worried about him even more.
Yeah,
because they know about him as well. Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't to happen. I think a draw is good.
Definitely when you're 2-0 down, I'll be taking a draw.
Of course it is.
Snap their arm off for that.
But not just that. I mean, look, we're level on points with Bolton now. So.
Although we were like 10, 15 points away from them, but.
I know, and that is a worry because obviously they've got upward momentum and we've got downward momentum.
Yeah. 11 draws now, Mike.
Yeah.
That's a lot of draws.
We're like Sunderland.
Do they have a lot of draws?
I think they got about 18 draws in a season. I'm not sure one season.
They went to Wembley and got promoted, but
they did. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that season that they got all them draws.
Oh.
It's because of them draws that they didn't get in the playoffs.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. That's the main concern now for me. All right, we've got a draw against Wednesday. Good point. We didn't lose. We need, like we say, Forest Green. We need to dispatch Forest Green. We need to dispatch all the other teams, Burton,
Bristol Rovers.
Yeah. All of them. That's where we need to. That's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
That's where we need to start picking our points up and not dropping them like we were at Cambridge. Yeah, that's where our season's going to be defined, really. We don't want a Cheltenham. Any team coming here and doing a Cheltenham to us and coming away with a draw, because that's just more points dropped. But yeah, we need to be in the playoffs. Top 2 would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
we're definitely we're in the playoffs.
We're still in the mix for the top 2,
but
right?
Yeah, top 2 is.
But like maybe others have said, yet, it's not in our hands anymore. It's in their hands. It's theirs to lose.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
With hunters.
But if we're not winning games, we're not hunting, are we?
Yeah, no.
And the last thing I want to see is, after this season of hope and our time, goodwill, all that lot, our time. Yeah. After all that we were in a position, we strengthened in January.
Did.
Right.
Once.
And then we turned into Lambert's team and started to drop out of the playoffs and down further and further and further. We've got to finish in the playoffs at least. Top 6. It's got to be top 6. Got to be. Then we're in the mix, aren't we? We'll probably draw Bolton away and at home, and then we'll play Barnsley in the final. And I'm sure them 2 clubs will love playing us.
They will.
They'll have some memories of some.
Well, the thing is, we've still got to go to Bolton and Barnsley away this season, so they're going to be massive.
Yeah, but
games.
we're sending John Watson to them games so we can pick up a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
he
likes to see John. John likes to see draws. So I think if we send him to Bolton, we'll send him to Barnsley, so we can get points, at least a point there.
That's a point.
Yeah. We've got it all planned out.
Yeah.
And
ideally, I want to win those games, but
and not send him to any of the other games.
Yeah.
Derby, he can go to Derby as well. Get a point there. So it's three games for John to finish his season off.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway. Mike. Final words. It's been a great game day. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll let you outro, my friend. Just speak, subscribe, like, comment. Hi Sheffield Wednesday fans. I'm sure you're tuning in to see what we had to say. I think pretty balanced. I thought they were very good. Very big players.
I personally think that we've just played the champions of this league this season. I think Wednesday are going to go up.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Good team.
They're a good team.
Good team. Thanks for watching.